uh, if it is true that that there are existing native reptilians underground in some formational like underground facilities, that would break my heart, because I could only imagine being stuck underground, living on a planet under the surface of the planet in fear. And if they're still alive today, it would be even more tragic to me personally, because these are beings that I don't originate from the Earth. My soul does not originate from the Earth Native Reptilian Collective, but I sympathize with them, and very sensitive to their devastation, the devastation that occurred to them. So in that aspect, and I don't know if they had one going underground. That was not shown to me during these experiences, and I was not able to gather anything like that. And nothing ever pointed to any sort of underground survival mechanism. All I know is that some managed to leave the planet, survived, because they fell into the warm arms of the Alliance, which they were lucky to be noticed and taken in and survive. And it's been a long, long time since, so they are alive and in decent numbers, because they have to coexist with other homeless beings that fit this planet that was dedicated to the homeless. So they still were able to continue on elsewhere. After of which, they continued their venture on Earth, the humans, the large humans that had committed this galactic war crime, continued their experimentations, genetic experimentations, repeatedly, forming different races over long periods of time, while also creating a kind of human race that was meant to never live on the planet, but serve as a conduit between them and the Earth's humans that they created, and that would be represented by our current shadow government. Their sole purpose was to guide humans in specific directions and raise them in a certain fashion. So the humans were born to be controlled, born on this planet, not by our choice. At that point, skipping ahead in time, the continents divide. New races that are formed, that they kept trying to improve on their genetic creations, and kept wiping out their own creations when they failed, and bringing back new races that they formed that they thought were more superior in their genetic structure and would be better, more intelligent, they were, like I said, experimenting. It was clear that they're not used to doing this type of thing, and were unprepared to exact this plan. The different regions of the planet does not define the nationalities of certain human genome structures and family tree lines. They are perfectly in tune. They're attuned to basically being different genetic origins over a period of time. And if I had this chart and I was able to show you, I would be able to show you the scientific human understanding of how humans came to be from certain time zones and time periods. But there's huge gaps and basically missing spaces that it doesn't make sense how certain genetic qualities of, like, for example, the Asians in the eastern continent and versus the Middle Eastern continent and North America and South America and South Africa. All regions used to populate the earth with us, essentially, leading all the way up to where we are now. The shadow government used religion as a means to deliver truth and deception, to appeal to the humans they created and control them in a way that appealed to them and their goals, which is simply control. They want to use Earth for some reason, and I don't quite understand their methods of methodology, and how this would current situation on this planet now that we're experiencing benefits them. I have a few theories, but they're just theories. I don't have experiences to back them up. I am here as an extension of the Alliance, a response to finally a response to this cataclysm, which is an ongoing Cold War that has been going on for longer than I probably even know. Beings like myself we're not human souls, and we inhabit human bodies, and from birth, using technology that is far beyond their capabilities, and we're able to birth our specific consciousnesses within the human body, nearing the embryo stages of conception. I'm sorry, the stages of conception, and in which soul aligns with the baby in the egg, the sac, the stomach of the woman. Now, to give some little bit more background on what I just explained, you could look at Noah's Ark and how each and every animal was saved in that story. That the genetics of animals and every living creature of significance alike was used in these experiments. And Noah's Ark was essentially a reset when their experiments weren't going the way they liked it. They also pillaged the planet for resources and used humans for that as well. But that wasn't their sole purpose. They wanted to dominate this planet for territory and to expand themselves and their influence. This is a territorial dispute, a galactic, interplanetary dispute. So we, as we are now, are about to go through something very intense very soon. And it's all relevant to this very old story I'm telling you, and to everyone here and whoever might listen to it in the future. That whatever happens, it's the result of this Cold War, represented by me being in this body, turning into an all-out war. Most of which would be invisible to us because it would be outside our atmosphere and in space. A lot of fighting in space, but it will reach Earth. My collective origin is a part of the Alliance. My species and where I'm used to, the bodies that I'm used to inhabiting, the reptilian beings that I'm a part of. We volunteered among many other species to assist not only Earth but the other regions that were dominated, and birthing us in human bodies, where specifically for me was to gather intelligence and reconnaissance to basically understand humans from their point of view in their body and study what was going on as far as their manipulation tactics goes of the shadow government and how they coerce humans to do what they do. I see people right now wanting to raise their hands, and I think this is a good time to pause for a moment and answer a few questions if someone would like to ask.